Just a tremendous player, tremendous person. From every time I've met with her and talked, you can tell she loves the game. She loves playing at Iowa, and it's gonna be one of the best women's basketball, one of the best college basketball players to ever play, and then go to the WNBA and dominate there as well. Hopefully, I never have to play her one-on-one because she'll for sure be getting buckets.
I really looked forward to most on Sundays. You know, there wasn't obviously college sports, but you know, we would be watching the Chiefs, and I would be upset if they lost. And like every Sunday, that's what is usually the brightest part of my day is turning on the TV and watching the Chiefs.
Just a tremendous player, a tremendous person. From every time I've met with her and talked, you can tell she loves the game. She loves playing at Iowa, and it's going to be one of the best women's basketball, one of the best college basketball players to ever play, and then go to the WNBA and dominate there as well. Hopefully I never have to play her one-on-one cause she'll for sure be getting buckets on me. Patrick Mahomes just did something rare. He publicly crowned someone else as a star, and this time it's our very own Caitlin Clark, the quarterback king of football, called Caitlin the future queen of the WNBA. His admiration wasn't casual either. Mahomes confidently declared her the best women's basketball player to ever hit the court. That's high praise coming from the face of modern football, whose influence runs as deep as his trophy shelf, and Caitlin does the same. She is even bigger fan of Patrick. That's what I really looked forward to most on Sundays. There wasn't obviously college sports, but we would be watching the Chiefs and I would be upset if they lost, and I still am. Like every Sunday, that's what usually the brightest part of my day is turning on the TV and watching the cheat. But when someone like Mahomes, who is in the NFL, puts that kind of faith in Clark's future, it's not just a compliment, it's a declaration. So if anyone doubted Caitlin Clark's greatness, Mahomes just ended the debate. Here's the deal: Caitlin Clark is freakishly, ridiculously, how is this even legal, good? The Iowa basketball star is on the verge of obliterating Kelsey Plum's record to become the all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball. She's only 66 points away from snatching that crown, and honestly, with the way she's been lighting up the court, it feels like a formality at this point. In 23 games this season, she's dropped 33 plus points in 11 of them. 11, the math practically does itself. She's a walking bucket and everyone knows it. I think it's kind of similar to how I play is offensive firepower. It's exciting. It's not usually what you see on the football field is just so many different exciting plays, and that's kind of how I play basketball too. So I think that's why I'm kind of drawn to it. And then there's the leadership. Mahomes isn't just the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, he's their backbone. Whether it's rallying the team after a bad play or staying calm when the season's on the line, he's the kind of leader every team dreams of. Clark is no different. She's not just best player, she's the heartbeat of the team. Her court vision and team first mentality don't just elevate her game, they lift everyone around her. And the WNBA's Indiana Fever better be ready, because Clark's bringing that same energy to the next level. Both Mahomes and Clark inspire their teammates to play better, dream bigger, and believe in themselves, which is why their teams thrive. People think I'm like a bandwagon Chiefs fan. I'm like, no, I was there before Patrick and Travis, like we were some. I love it. We were R or die, so we've been big fans, and now obviously all the success you guys have had has made it a lot of fun for us. But it's not just about the points. Caitlin Clark has something you can't teach: presence. She's got fans packing arenas like it's the playoffs every single game, breaking viewership records and making basketball the conversation. People who don't even care about college sports are tuning in because she's that magnetic. Her step back threes disrespectful, her court vision like she's got a cheat code. It's no wonder Mahomes took a timeout from prepping for the freaking Super Bowl to give her props. Who's your favorite player? Obviously Travis is up there. I made it, but I am obviously a big Patrick fan too. How can you not be? Like the both of you, you're pretty great. I'm here, but it's been fun and obviously. And let's talk about that Super Bowl shout out for a second. During one of the most chaotic weeks of his life, with the entire football world breathing down his neck, Mahomes casually took the stage and said, Caitlin Clark, yeah, she's the real deal. Okay, maybe not in those exact words, but you get the vibe. He called her a tremendous player, praised her passion for the game, and even threw in a joke about how he'd never want to play her one-on-one. His reasoning: she'd definitely be getting buckets on me. Imagine being so good at basketball that Patrick Mahomes. Patrick freaking Mahomes wants no part of guarding you. If that's not the ultimate flex, what do we think about 2024 Chiefs? Caitlin, what do we think about where the teams that don't? I'm feeling good. You're feeling good. I'm feeling good. We're 13-13-1 right now. Pretty good. Someone say 13-1. That's not too bad. But also, like, you guys have made it interesting as a fan. Like, we just keep everybody At the edge of their seat, Clark's next 2 games are basically her victory lap before smashing Plum's record. First Penn State easy money, then Nebraska on Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday, as if that day wasn't already chaotic enough, Clark might make history right before Mahomes takes the field. You've got one athlete chasing rings and another rewriting record books, both on the same day. Coincidence maybe, but it feels more like fate. What's wild is how similar these two are. Mahomes flipped football on its head with no-look passes, sidearm throws, and that clutch gene that turns games into highlight reels. Clark's doing the same for basketball. She's taking Steph Curry range 3 ES and making them look routine, threading passes through defenders like it's child's play and carrying Iowa to a level they haven't has seen in decades. They're both redefining what greatness looks like in their sports, and they're doing it with flair. I think that's what I appreciate about you guys the most, and like you and Patrick especially, is like you guys just have that edge to you, like that clutch factor, and like a lot of people don't have that. So when you get the ball with a minute 30, he need to go 80 yards and score. Like, I'm feeling pretty good, but we like the ball in Pat Mahomes' hands for sure. Our defense has been saving our ass a lot, let alone our like field goal block team, and yeah, so it's been a full team effort this year. But Mahomes' respect for Clark isn't just about stats or records, it's about the way she plays. He sees her fire, her swagger, and her ability to lift her entire team. That's something Mahomes knows a little about. He's been there carrying the Chiefs on his back, making the impossible look effortless. It's like he sees a kindred spirit in Clark, a fellow artist rewriting the rules in real time. And let's not forget the humor in Mahomes' comment. It wasn't just respectful, it was hilarious. Him, the NFL MVP, openly admitting Clark would torch him in a one-on-one game. That's the kind of humility that makes Mahomes so damn likable, and for Clark getting that kind of acknowledgement from one of the biggest stars in sports, you already know she's smiling ear to ear. Patrick Mahomes and Caitlin Clark are rewriting the rules of what it means to be an athlete, and honestly they make it look way too easy. If Mahomes is out here turning no-look passes and off-balance throws into his personal highlight reel, Caitlin Clark is doing the exact same thing on the basketball court with no-look assists and logo 3 ES that should honestly come with a "don't try this at home" warning. These two have mastered the art of making the impossible look routine. And that's not even half of it. Here's Clark, she fires and goes shite, oh my gosh, and I start running around. I mean, that's the kind of shot you dream of in the front yard. Here's what sets them apart: vision and execution. Mahomes sees plays before they happen, threading passes through defenders like it's a game of Madden. Clark, she's out there with Steph Curry like range and court vision that makes you wonder if she's got eyes in the back of her head every time they step on the field or court. They're not just playing, they're inventing. It's that creativity, that flair that makes you stop whatever you're doing just to watch them work their magic. But it's not just the style, it's the substance. These two thrive under pressure like it's a regular Tuesday. Mahomes has a catalog of game-winning drives that most quarterbacks can only dream about, pulling off miracles in playoff games where everything's on the line. And Clark, she's the basketball equivalent, draining buzzer beaters and taking over NCAA tournaments like she's on a mission to make every game unforgettable. When the stakes are sky high, they don't just show up, they own the moment. But Clark's connection to the Chiefs runs deeper than most people know. Growing up just 3 hours from Kansas City, she wasn't just a casual fan, she was raised in a family that bled red and gold. Sundays were practically sacred in the Clark household, complete with Chiefs games, family gatherings, and enough food to feed an army. We would go to like one game a year growing up with my cousins down in Kansas City, and we still try to go. We went to the Christmas Day game last year. I think the year before you might have played on Christmas Eve. Maybe we went to that. We were sitting outside for that one. My toes were like about to fall off, my fingers about to fall off. I don't get how you guys play in that type of weather, but it's fun. And like, obviously we got here's on the sideline. The AR Arrowhead's not too bad, so good spot. Arrowhead wasn't just a stadium, it was a pilgrimage. She braved freezing holiday games with her cousins, cementing a love for the team that's lasted a lifetime. And the Chiefs, they've returned the love in spades during the 2024 NCAA tournament. The team's social media lit up with support for Clark, cheering her on with a message that felt like a warm hug. You cheered for us, now it's our turn. That wasn't just lip service. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce have